avocado, everything bagel seasoning, balsamic glaze. One of my favorite things in the world. I've been MIA on here for like, I think the last time I posted a video was 5 months ago. I have been traveling. I haven't been home for like 2.5 months, and then the holiday season hit and stuff, and I don't know. I'm not gonna make excuses, but I haven't been very active on here. But I wanted to do a chill little like painting Q&A video. So I asked you guys over on Instagram if you guys had any questions for me. So I'm going to answer some of your guys' questions after I eat this. Okay, snack time is over. I hope you guys can see that well. Okay, snack. Let's see what the first question is. What was your favorite painting you created in 2023? My favorite painting is probably, it's really hard to pick. Like, I feel like my favorite painting is always the last painting that I did because it's like the most recent for some reason. I think if I had to pick one, it would probably be The Great Ascension. I just love that piece. Like, I feel like it was one of the first pieces that really like felt like deeply my style, you know, so I really love that one. I also love the one that I showed at Art Prize. I don't think I ever titled it, but I'll put it on the screen. That piece was just like a deep piece to me. I'd gone through like a very isolated period in my life. I felt like I was trapped in this like little bubble by choice, just so I could make healthier choices for myself. I isolated myself from things that I felt like were not serving me, and it was just a kind of healing time for me, and that piece was representative of that. In terms of meaning, I would say that piece, but visually I think The Great Ascension is probably my favorites. I don't know, but they're all like my babies. Like I just love my own work because it came out of my own brain, you know. What different mediums do you prefer, and are there any you'd like to try but haven't yet? My main medium is acrylic. I love acrylic paint. Most of my paintings are acrylic. I paint with golden heavy body acrylics. They're on the more expensive side, but the quality is worth it for me because if I want my work to last a long time, like a lifetime / beyond my lifetime, I want to create my work with the best quality stuff that I can. This is just like the most readily available best quality paint that I have discovered. You can buy it at Michael's, but I get it mostly from my local art store. But yeah, you can pretty much get this at like all the major art stores. But that is my favorite medium. I have been getting back into watercolor a little bit, more so in my sketchbook, just for like fun. I did do some, actually I have it behind me. This is a recent watercolor piece that I did that I actually really love. I want to do more watercolor, but I don't know, it's just like a different vibe for me. So I kind of have to like be in the mood to do it, but I love watercolor. I love gouache. I really want to try oil paint. People say like acrylic painting is like the harder version of oil painting because it's less blendable and you have to work a lot faster. I think that's true. I don't know, I haven't tried it. Actually I tried it once in like high school, but I like, you know, I wasn't like where I'm at now with painting, so I'd be curious to see how I would work with it. But again, back to the quality paint thing, like I want to paint with the best quality paint that there is because I'm just picky like that. So I haven't made the investment in like a good quality oil paint set yet, and there's like a lot of different brands, so I don't really know which one to use. But yeah, I do want to try oil painting, but I also just like, I don't know about the drying time. Like I'm a speedy girl. Like I like to sit and paint and get my painting done. I don't know. I don't know. I can't judge it until I try it, so yeah. How to paint step by step. There's a lot of steps, so I can make another video on how to paint if you guys would be interested in that. But that'd be a lot to explain in this one video. What is, in your opinion, the best way to know your personality and yourself? I was just talking about that painting, but I feel like I didn't really know myself on a deep level until I did isolate, because when I went into isolation I spent a lot of time with myself, and I'm the type of person that has always, you know, been in like relationships and been with my friends, and like I've always been around a lot of other people's energy and never like fully submersed myself into myself. And I feel like that was like the biggest way for me to meet myself. I'm not saying that isolation is like healthy for everybody, but it really was great for me, and that was like the best way for me to begin to know myself, and like my true nature kind of started to come out in that way. So are you permanently in Cali now? No. So I'm actually going to be doing split living between Michigan and California just for the time being. I eventually want to permanently be out in California, but it's hard when my business is like here. My partner is in California, my business and my home is here, so it's kind of like a hard, complicated situation right now. But no, I'm not permanently there, but I am going to be there a lot more. Specifically in San Diego is where I hang out, so I actually want to get a studio space out there so I can like work while I'm out there. As of right now, I don't know if all that is gonna happen in this current moment because I just have a lot of projects I'm working on, and I don't know, those are all like future plans. But in short, to answer your question, no and yes. I'm in both places. So where do you get your inspiration from for your art? I consume so much artwork. Like, I'm a nerd. I am a nerd for artwork. Like, I love dissecting how painters painted what they painted. I just look all over the internet. I spend a lot of time on Pinterest, a lot of time on Instagram. I think my brain just like likes to dissect how people did what they did, and so I spend a lot of time staring at artwork, and I feel like that definitely plays into inspiring me. But in terms of concepts and stuff, all my concepts are my concepts. Like, I would say 95% of my art is not following a reference photo at all. Like, everything is from my brain. Yeah, so I definitely think that I get inspired by looking at people's work, but yeah, most of my concepts are my own, like I said. And I also have synesthesia, and I specifically have chromesthesia. Basically, music triggers like colors in my brain, and it's like sometimes I'll get inspired by songs to paint things. I guess I've only really had that happen twice, but this painting was inspired by Good Days by SZA. I don't know why that popped in my head from that song. And then this painting was inspired by Magic Hour by Janae Aiko. I don't know how to say her name. Aiko? I guess that's another way that I kind of get inspired sometimes, but it's rare that like I'll get a whole flash of a painting from a song. Like, I guess it's really only happened twice, but a lot of my work too is just like ideas that pop into my head. And Rick Rubin talks about this in his book, but I like to call myself a visionary artist, but it's almost like a channeling of an idea that was like given to my mind. I like to think of it in that way. Sometimes I don't even actually like the paintings that I'm painting. I just feel like it was like gifted to my mind and I'm meant to bring it to life. That sounds, I don't know, kind of crazy, but sometimes these things just pop into my mind, and like that's how it works. So, and sometimes me just doodling in my sketchbook, I'll find like great concepts for paintings. Like this painting that I just actually announced this morning, showed you guys. This was just a little cute doodle that I made in my sketchbook, and I like turned it into this whole thing. Sometimes I'll get concepts like that, just like messing around in my sketchbook. Who's your favorite surrealist artist or psychedelic painter? That's hard. Okay, I'll give you top 3. Obviously I have to say Alex Grey. Like, Alex Grey is like a king of psychedelic artwork. Like, Bradley Snook art, incredible, obsessed, love his work. My girl Stella. My dad is calling me out. Hello? Hi. Good, how are you? Maybe some more avocados. I ate them all. Yeah. Maybe some kombucha if you want to, but you don't have. It's good. Love you, bye. Stella Strazowska. I love you. I'll put all these people on the screen. Love her work. Who else? Oh my god, I have so many favorites. I don't know. As of right now, those are like my really trippy people that I can think of. But yeah, I have so many. Like, those are my top 3 that I can think of right now though. Digital art, my favorite digital artist is Lunar Lil. Her work just like feels like home in my heart. I don't know how to explain it. Like, it is so like warm and cute, and just I love the vibe. So okay, but those are my favorites right now. How long does it take you to do one of your paintings? It really depends on the painting. It depends on how big it is. It depends on how detailed it is. If I really sit down and just paint hard, like I can literally do a painting in like 2 days. Like if I wanted to, I could finish this painting in 2 days. Like if I wanted to, I could have finished this in like 2 or 3 days. I did this one in like a week-ish. I'm a really fast painter just because A, it's like all I do, and B, I use acrylic paint, which dries really fast, so I can work really fast on top of it. But I would say like anywhere from like a day to a week if I like actually sit down and I'm painting hard on it, you know? That's like my average. I have spent like a month on a painting before, but I never work, like if I'm working on something that's really big, I never work on just that one piece. Like I'll work on multiple paintings at once, so it's also kind of hard for me to like tell how long a specific painting is because I'll pick it up from like time to time, so I'm working on multiple at the same time so I don't get bored. But yeah, they're all different, so it's kind of hard to answer that. Danielle, hey girl. What are your goals for the new year? I would say I've got quite a few goals. My major goal is launching this. Okay, well, I guess I'll tell you guys because you're gonna know anyways. I'm starting a new brand, like an entity like completely separate from my painting. I've been working on like all the legal stuff and like I got my LLC and all that squared away. But I'm working on launching a new brand. Hopefully by like summer I could have it up and going. But that's like my main big project right now that I'm working towards. I don't really want to share like a lot of details about that because I want to like announce it to you guys in like a cute way. So but that's like my major like big goal right now, and I really want to make a coloring book. You guys, I swear to God, every time I post something on Instagram you're like, coloring book? Where's the coloring book? I get comments about it all the time. I really want to make one. I just have to figure out how to make it and like how to publish it. I've like looked at publishers and stuff, but I don't even know like how do you get in with a publisher, and I guess you just email them, but like I don't know, it seems like a scary task for some reason, but I want to do it so bad. I've been working on like making the actual pages and stuff in the meantime, so that's like a big goal that I have. I don't know when or how it's gonna come about, but I will make it happen at some point this year. Like this year. I had it on my vision board last year and I just like didn't do it, which I don't know why. I don't know, I guess I wasn't feeling ready yet, but I'm feeling ready. So I really want to make a coloring book for you guys. I think it'd be so cool and like just an interactive way for you guys to like engage with my work and something calming for you guys to do. Like I think that would be so cute. Like it would just be a fun project for me to do too. So definitely want to do a coloring book. Overall, I just want to keep growing my business and like going at the dream, you know? I also want to make more like nature-y, cinematic, like just beautiful like painting videos. Like I love watching people paint and I love nature. Like I love looking at pictures of nature. Like I think it would be cool to make really beautiful content like out in the woods. And one of my favorite reels that I made last year was outside, like just painting outside and like chilling. I think it would be cool to make more content like that. So I would like love to travel to like some cool places and just film some like really beautiful content. I just think it would be a lot of fun, and like I would love to paint in like really beautiful places. Like I don't have that much experience painting outside, but like the times that I have done it, I've absolutely loved it. So later in the year, hopefully I will be able to do that more. It's gray and cold and not super nice out here right now in Michigan, so that's not really an option at this point in time, but I definitely want to do more of that style of content. And I just want to spend more time like getting out of my space, getting out of my studio. And I just want to spend more time with like friends and family. Like I feel like I spent a lot of time working on my business last year and just kind of neglected that part of my life, unfortunately. And that's one of the most beautiful things in life, is your connection with others. And like I just want to spend more time focusing on that, making new friends, traveling to new places. Like I would just love to expand myself in that way. So yeah, I have other goals, but I could ramble about this forever, so I'm gonna move on to the next. How do you get over art block? I think that if you're having art block, maybe you're not meant to be creating at that point in time. One of my favorite quotes is, I don't even know where it came from, but I always say it to myself, creativity is like a slingshot. You need to pull back sometimes to fly forward. And it's really true. Like, you can't expect yourself to be creative all the time. It's like expecting yourself to get on a treadmill and run all the time. It just doesn't work like that, you know? If you're stuck not being able to create, maybe you just need to give that part of your brain a rest and time to recharge. But a lot of the times when I feel like I can't create, it's because I don't have a concept. Spend some time just like absorbing art, going to new places, go to a new cafe, read a different genre book, listen to a new playlist. Or you can seek new sources of inspiration that might trigger you in a different way to create differently. But like, if you really are feeling like a block, like you can't create, just take a chill. Maybe you're not meant to create at that point in time. Like, I've really had to like think about this since art has become my career. Like, what is a healthy amount for me to be painting? And like, I only paint when I want to paint, and it maintains a healthy relationship with me painting. If you're having art block, think about why you're painting. You shouldn't be painting for any other reason than because you love it, and you can't like force creativity. It's a flow that like happens to you, and you just have to catch the wave sometimes. Don't force yourself, and try and just find some new things to inspire you. How did you find your style, and how long did it take? I think every day I gain a deeper understanding of my own style. I feel like people think that like finding your style is like this thing that you just arrive upon one day. And it's not. It's you being on your journey and developing more into yourself, you know? Your style is an ever evolving way that you create, and I've cultivated the way that I paint over years and years and years of practice. I guess you would call it my style, but oh my god, that was a big bird. Well, I've been seeing so many birds today, that's crazy. That was a big boy though. I just got distracted. But like, to find your style, or when an artist finds their style, they just find a way to paint that resonates with them the best. And I think the only way to do that is just experimenting and trying different things and just continuing to paint, because naturally you will develop your own way of creating, but that only comes with like continuing to practice your craft over and over and over and over again. I would say just like painting over the years, I've found my way of painting. It's just repetition and like continuing on your journey with painting, and you'll eventually find the way that you love to paint or draw or whatever your medium is. How did you gain a following? I've now gained an audience on multiple different platforms. The main thing that you've probably heard a million times is consistency. Just showing up consistently for your audience and creating new interesting content surrounding my artwork. I actually want to make a video on content creation for artists, because content creating does not have to be complicated, and you don't have to like make a whole painting every time you want to make one reel. Like, there's so many easy ways to create content around your work that is not stressful, and I think I could help a lot of people out by making a video on it, because content creation has like changed my life and changed my business. So I'm definitely gonna do something on here soon that pertains to that idea, content creation for artists, how to create short form content for artists, something of that nature. So that will be coming soon. I'll go way more in depth on how I grew my pages. I would say the easiest place for me to grow is Instagram. Last year in Q1, I was actually one of the fastest growing visual arts pages on Instagram. Like, I got to be on like a Meta conference call thing, and I was like, oh, this is fancy. But I have insight. I have some knowledge on that for you guys. So I would like to make a video on that very soon, because if I could help someone grow their page, their art in front of people, and like help them grow a business, that's so beautiful. Like, art is a dream job, and if I could help y'all get some eyes on your art, like, that'd be great. So maybe I'll put that in the planner. I can do that in a couple weeks, put that out. So Sorry, I keep getting distracted by my painting. I just wanted to share you're one of my biggest painting inspirations. Thank you. It's so sweet that you guys like get inspired by my work. Like that's all I could hope for, like putting my work out into the world. Like I always say that my favorite artist in terms of career is Bob Ross, because if you think of Bob Ross right now, you probably couldn't tell me like a single one of his paintings, a name of one of his paintings or anything. Like I'm sure you could think of like a cool mountain scene that he painted, but like, you know, there's not like a specific one that stands out to me. The reason I love him so much is because he just inspired people to paint. He got people painting. Like I have my little, hold on. I have my mini Bob right here. Look at him. Are you kidding me? He's so cute. I have multiple Bob Ross things just around my room. I love Bob Ross, but I just love the concept of him inspiring people to paint, you know? Every time someone like tells me they feel inspired by me, like it's just so beautiful. Like I could only hope to inspire you. I'm like getting teary-eyed. Okay. Hold on. But I could only hope to inspire you guys. Like it's such a blessing to like be in the position that I'm in, to be able to paint for you guys every day. Like that's been my dream since I've been a little kid, and I like literally am living it right now. And it's just like, it's so cool to get comments like that. And I get them like every day. Like it's crazy. Like it still blows my mind. But like if I could get you guys painting, that's so cool because I love it so much. And like if you guys can just flow and feel that love for yourself, like that's incredible. So yeah, I'm glad I can inspire you guys. I don't want this video to be too long, so I think that's probably all the questions I'm gonna ask for now. I literally put that story up like before I start, like 20 minutes before I started filming this, so I'm assuming you guys are gonna keep asking questions until tomorrow when the story goes away. So maybe I'll do another one of these, like a part 2 when I'm working on like a different painting, because probably don't want to watch me paint the same painting twice. So but yeah, hopefully you guys liked this. I love filming stuff like this. It's so just chill and I like to just chat with you guys. So I could definitely do more of these since I paint like every single day. So I keep losing my train of thought. Okay, it's time to stop. So yeah, if you guys like this video, please give me a thumbs up and let me know that you guys enjoyed this. And yeah, I love you guys so much. I will see you all in the next one. Bye!